Craig, Nylander bet on himself by going to the final year of his current deal without an extension. He said he'd be willing to talk midseason, but after his great start out of the gate, should he put his phone on silent and let the process play itself out?
I've watched William Nylander play for a long time, and I know William Nylander. William Nylander never fusses about anything. He doesn't fuss about his play. He didn't fuss about his current contract. He's not fussing about his next contract. He just goes out and plays. And to John Klingberg's point, he's an underrated player. I'm with John Klingberg. I've been there for a long time. William Nylander is a top player, and I believe he wants to be a Leaf. And so if you look at his current contract, it's $7 million a year cap hit. And if it goes to $10 million, so what? That's only $3 million more than he's making right now. And there's value for an elite player, one of the best players in the entire National Hockey League. And William's just going to keep playing. And I think this has been a situation that it's real simple. Either Brad Treliving says yes or he says no. I don't think there's any problem for William Nylander. He's going to continue to play at the high elite level that he's played at for a long time. And it's up to Brad Treliving and the management. And if they don't want him, I don't like the thought of the Toronto Maple Leafs being without him and being without John Tavares potentially at the beginning of the 25 season. I don't think that makes you a better team.
All right, Dave, Craig has opened the door. On the flip side, give us the Maple Leafs management's take on this. Should Brad Treliving feel more urgency to get a deal done based on how Nylander has started the season?
I don't think he does feel more urgency. The urgency has always been there. The Toronto Maple Leafs want Willie Nylander to be a part of the future moving forward. And we're told Willie Nylander wants to be here, so they should be able to get a deal done. The complexity, Gino, is inside their own locker room. And it has been with their core four over the last number of years. No one doubts the output of the four players. The problem is financially, it doesn't all work together to be able to build a competitive hockey team around them at the highest level. And so now you're looking in your own locker room. For the last 4 years, plus this year, Willie Nylander will have earned $4 million a year less than Mitch Marner. So he wants a raise. Right now, Mitch Marner continues to make $10.9 million. So if you're Willie Nylander, you're saying, wait a second. Over the last 4 years, I've scored 21 more goals than Marner. Yes, he's outpointed me. I've been a better performer in the playoffs, both goals and points-wise. And my game continues to get better. So why should I settle for less? I've already settled for $4 million a year less for the last 4 years in this one. So that's where the complexity is. And, you know, I had a chance to be an unrestricted free agent once in my career, late in my career. And I played up until Christmas, and the team came to me and said, we'd really like to talk about extending you. And I said, well, I've absorbed the risk for the first half of this year. And so now I'm going to wait. And I totally agree with Craig. I don't think Willie is plussed by this at all. I think he's going to play the way he plays regardless. But it's in their best interest, the team's best interest, to try and get him locked up. I don't think the price goes up. I think the price is high to start with. They just have to figure out how it all fits.
If they can't figure out the math, and if Nylander doesn't sign, it could be a huge boost for free agent frenzy. Nylander's 12 points make him the current highest scoring pending unrestricted free agent in the entire league.